Hi guys, so there's probably a lot of new players joining us with Path of Exile 2, and you have a lot of those points you get from buying supported packs, and you think which ones to buy to make your life a bit less complicated. Now, there is currently a sale going on, so this is the best time to buy it. If you're watching this later, don't worry, Stash Tab sales are a reoccurring event, it usually is every 3 weeks, so if you miss it now, just wait for another one and you're gonna save some bucks there. So, let's go to the meat of the video. Which one you should get. So there are two stash tabs you have to buy. First one will be the currency one. It is very nice one. You can stack up to 5k of any single currency. Also, one amazing thing they introduced in PoE some time ago is affinity tab. So this is my currency stash tab. You can right click and you can see there's affinities, and if you select this mark, every time now when you're in different tab, when you open your stash, and if you hold the control and left click, it will automatically go to the stash. You can do this for every single stash tab here, so make sure to use this feature. Now, second thing is gonna be your extra stash tabs, of course, so you can hoard more items. If you play SSF, get normal stash tab, 6-time bundle. If you know you ever gonna play Trade League, get the premium stash tabs. With the premium ones, as you can see, I have few here. If you right click on them, you have to make them public, and then you can select either each item individually price, or you can select the exact price on all items. Nice thing about having few premium stash tabs, you can go actually set exact price on all items, and you can select like exalted orbs, make one that will be like 1 exalted, then the second could be like 3, another one will be 5, then maybe like 10, and you can go on and go on. So that way you will instantly know which stash tab has items of exact price, so you don't have to look on every item and check their prices to drop them if the item will not sell. And similar functionality will be premium quad stash tab. This is basically 4 premium stash tabs meshed into one. They cost actually the same price if you would buy them individually. The only difference is it's a really big one. So there are a few ways you can use this. As I mentioned, you can make it public and each item individually price, and then you can just make them price like that. Most people use it as a dump tab. So what you can do in PoE 2 is when you get socketed items and rare items, you can just drop them here to grab and must disenchant later. So you will not waste a lot of time between doing maps. Main drawback is the icons of the items are a bit more smaller, so it may be really difficult for you to find some items there if the tab is actually full. Now, from other stash tabs, gem stash tab could be actually useful. It's very cheap. It is not mandatory for sure. It lets you stack all the uncut gems and all the skill gems and support gems, so you definitely save some space here. For that price, I guess it's very worth it. On the other hand, Flask Tab, probably completely useless. Don't buy it, it's a waste of money. Maybe at one point we will be able to store their charms, so it will have more use, but it's probably still not gonna be insanely valuable, unless you just want to have fancy stash tab to store all of those. Now, another one that is there is the unique stash tab. It basically stores one type of each item. So it is mostly if you like to have your nice collection of unique items. You can still sell those items there, of course, and select the affinity there. This is very expensive one. I would probably advise you, if you're short on the points in the shop there, to not go for it. This is like luxurious item. I had some extra points. I played PoE 1 for a while, so I just bought it there to finish my collection, but for this price, not really worth it. Now, another one, Delirium Stash Tab. Again, very conditional. I haven't played much in the end game now, but the slots are there, are very limited. Feels like you can use just normal stash tab and be fine with it. And I think one thing I forgot to mention is your 4 starting stash tabs, you can actually upgrade them to premium stash tabs, so they will have functionality of selling items. So don't forget about this one. Now, one thing that is not in the game, but it will probably soon, so it is your choice if you want to invest into it or not, is you will have to go to official site, log in there and go to stash tabs, and you can see there is map stash tab there. As you can see, it costs actually also a bit. In PoE 1, this was mandatory because every map was one item. Here we have waystones, which are tiered, and you just have much less of them, and feels like they don't occupy that much space yet. That being said, I just started mapping, and as you can see here, the stash started slowly filling up. I think having one, maybe two of those normal tabs will be enough. But if you want to prepare for the future, either save your points and when it's added into the game, which should come pretty soon, I would assume, or just pre-buy it on the site, and once it's released, you're gonna also get it in PoE too. And one more stash tab I forgot to mention about is the Essence stash tab. It looks actually like this. So there are slots for every single essence for both tiers. You can actually store items here too. And there are additional items like this. In the currency stash tab, you also can hold item there you wanna craft. Plus there are more of those open slots. You can store some items there. I'm using this for runes, which is very nice. So to give you overlook of every single stash tab, this is currency one. This is essence one in the PoE 2, Delirium one. We have Flask one, the gems. This is the quad one. This is how the normal stash tab look. No items included. And this is the unique one. Okay, I hope this was helpful and will make your life more complete in Path of Exile 2. Happy blasting, and I will see you in the next one.